Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you a bad news. It's unlikely that the special account closure will be reversed. So, but here out these reasons that are given by the ministers in Parliament. So, in Parliament today, the Deputy Prime Minister and the Minister of Manpower actually make comments today about the closure of the special account. And very interesting insights were given why the policy was implemented. Initially, I thought that the main culprit are those special account shielders, whom I think many people deem them as abusers. I would have been one of them, but I haven't reached 55 years old yet. But the special account shielding practice was initially deemed by myself and many people that this was the main culprit that caused the special account to be closed. Well, guess what? That is not the main reason. Okay. In fact, I think today I didn't see any comments that were made on this point. But the main reason why the special account has to be closed after 55 years old is because, okay, that you cannot have high liquidity and high interest. This is a principle that they reiterate again. I'm going to quote you what the Minister of Manpower actually said. The Minister of Manpower actually said that I don't think there's any system in the world, any financial institution in the world, any bank in the world that will pay a long-term assured fixed deposit interest rate and allow you the flexibility to withdraw like an ATM. So basically what he's saying is that, there's clearly a mistake historically that you have high interest and high liquidity after 55 years old. This is a policy error that has to be corrected. So I'm not gonna dispute whether this is right or wrong. I thought that, to be frank, I thought that the uh, the government was so generous to let us have this for decades. But looks like it was a policy error that has to be changed, and I can understand why they need to do it. Okay, I don't like it, but I can understand why they need to do it. There's a lot of people who think that the reason why the interest rate has to be lowered is because the government cannot tahan paying this kind of high interest rate. To be frank, I initially had this thought as well, but the uh, the the minister actually came out and said that no, this is not the reason. And I'm gonna quote you his reason. So Minister Tan Siling actually said it is important members of the House understand that the closure of the special account is not aimed at saving interest money. Okay, rather it ensures that money placed for the long run are put in a long-term account. So, so it is not meant to save the government money, although I'm sure in the process it does. But I think the government is rich enough to handle this kind of payment. Rather, is to correct and I would say a policy error, that has been in place for a long time, where people enjoy high interest and high liquidity, and they just pick now, right? I suppose there's never a better time. So the reasons why we close the special account is primarily not because of SA shielding abuse of the loophole, and neither is it because the government wants to save interest rates. I'm sure in the process they do enjoy some saving interest rate, but that's not the reason. The main reason is like what they say from the start, that they want to align interest, they want to align high interest rate with low liquidity, and high liquidity with low interest rates. So they have been consistent in saying that, but today they give more explanation, which I hope that in future they would have given this explanation a lot earlier, and get people probably a lot less uncomfortable. But I think the main reasons has been spoken, and more importantly, the minister actually said also that for those people who want liquidity and higher returns, they could look at other alternatives such as the treasury bills. Okay, and he only give treasury bills as example, because I think treasury bills are way sulu, won't lose money one. If he were to say, stock market and some other commercial products that carry risk, and people lose money, they can blame the government, right? Um, so I would like to reiterate at this point that there are commercial products out there that carry some risk, and not a lot of risk, but carry some risk that gives you higher return than the OA. And we are going to invite the Endowus chairman and chief investment officer Sam Ree to give us some ideas of what this product could be. So there's no need to rush into any decision at this point of time. And don't forget, we have always reiterated that there are uh, there are ways to enjoy even within the CPF system, right? You don't get very high liquidity, but it's possible that you put in you put in money in your for your ERS, and you could extract them out at 65, 70 years old through property pledge and a 20% withdrawal. So there are a lot of compromises within the system that allows us this. So actually by now, this discussion, you know, um, it's already a bit stale already, right? I think we can move on from this. Even if I mean, I thought the government would have second thoughts, given that MP Fu Ming Ha actually came out and said in support of allowing 55 years old people to grandfather system. Um, but I think nobody, not a single, neither the DPM or Minister Manpower actually mentioned anything about this thing. So that part I'm quite disappointed. But for the vast majority of us, who are below 55 years old, you got time to prepare. For those people who are above 55 years old, there's also no need for you to overreact. Let's wait and watch and see what alternative commercial products that come out. And if the commercial products don't meet your requirement, you can consider the ERS, okay? And if you do need some liquidity, just pull it out through a property pledge or through a or through a 20% withdrawal. So there are a lot of alternatives out there. So I don't think there's that big issue. And but there's one more thing I'd like to say is that there's going to be a COS discussion in a debate, in a parliamentary debate. In maybe a week or two to come. So they were going to revisit this topic again. So I do hope that the government do give the chance for people who are 55 years old and above to grandfather this system. I'm not 55 years old, so I won't benefit from this. And also to consider giving more time for the implementation of this scheme, which is quite soon. Uh, and it could be some form of PPP, right? Public sector and private sector partnership, to give alternatives to everybody on this. So this is my comment. Too bad that there's no policy U-turn, but at least the government gave more explanation and provide more insights. I think that's always good to have more communication. And frankly speaking, by now we all know that actually this policy doesn't hit that hard, and I think so. I don't think we need to get so worked up anymore, even though there are no policy U-turn. Okay, so with this, thank you, and let's look forward to the interview with Sam Ree from Endowus. He's going to give us a lot more insights on this issue as well. Okay, I'll see you guys in a day or two. Bye bye.